Bonjour, film lovers! Did you know that you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio? We also have a website, realnerdspodcast.com, where you can find cool articles and other ways to listen to the podcast. You can also follow us on social, Facebook at Real Nerds Podcast, and Twitter and Instagram at Real Nerds. You can also call us at 720-6nerds5. We will listen to it, we will play it, and we will probably commentate on it. Also, email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Men. Listen, I have my own podcast. I have my own podcast studio. I don't really care about those. What I really care about is the Real Nerds Podcast, the best podcast in the universe, in the multiverse, on all Earths, 616 and beyond. Listen to it. Subscribe right now, and listen to this episode. Listen to all the episodes, but especially listen to the one that I'm on. It might be the best. Thank you, guys.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds.
This is Real Nerds Podcast. And for 10 years, scratch that, 11 years, we have been seeing a new movie and podcasting our experience to the world. This week, we saw X. Stay tuned, because very soon we'll tell you if we recommend the film or not, play the trailer, then spoil it. We'll also talk about Hollywood's big comeback through the box office and the one big news story of the week. And possibly, quite possibly, you might hear something from the other nerds. I think Corinne said she was going to send in something about whatever movie. Oh, The Thing.
Ooh, she did watch it. Yeah.
I would be shocked if anyone else sent anything in.
Yes. Be interested to see if she likes that. So anyway, how's everybody's week going? Everybody doing okay?
No.
Brad, tell us your sad story.
It's the computers and Instacart and
bullshit.
You're only speaking in boomerese right now with computers.
Yeah, I got too many thoughts running through my head. And just frustrated, so I can't communicate beyond Neanderthal speak. I'm going to take it out on this movie too.
Oh shit!
Ty West doesn't deserve your anger. He did nothing to you.
He did not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Actually, he accidentally reunited Brad and I at the movie theater.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I went to go see X, and I just went and sat down in the theater, and then when I walked out, I heard a voice going like, "Hey, did we see the same movie on accident?" And I turned around and it was Brad, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
I think what happened was we each thought we were going to go see like a dirty movie, so we tried to go anonymously.
Yeah,
and then once we found out it wasn't that dirty, we were like, okay, it's okay to interact with people we know.
Yeah, I didn't first recognize you because that trench coat and that mustache just like really fooled me.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't wearing anything under it, so if I had opened it up, you would have recognized me. Yes,
I would have been like, oh, that's Brad's penis, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I recognize that fully erect thing anywhere.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, that's right. That's Brad's dick. I
got it jammed in those reclining seats, though. That sucked.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's a good thing you didn't try to fuck the seat when you saw the two naked women in this movie.
I didn't try to. I was just leaning back, and it just got caught in the wheels. So
there's 3 naked women in this movie.
That is true. But stay tuned for our review.
No,
how's your week going, Ryan?
It's been all right. Just I work all the time. Nothing that cool.
You went to Jurassic World.
Yeah, it was fine. It
sounds lame.
Yeah. Well, it was $29.
That was derivative of a better movie.
It was $29 for me to get in, and Kellen, it was like 17 or something. And then with stupid service charges is like $58.
Whoa.
I know. And here's the fucked up thing. When I got there, nobody scanned my ticket. I just we walked in, got our picture taken on a green screen, and went right into the exhibit. No one scanned my ticket. No one did anything. I was like, man.
You buy your tickets online?
Yeah. Because they have this thing where you have to come in specific times. And I thought it was a COVID thing, but it's actually because it tells us, I don't know if it tells a story, but you go in and you are in this lame, you're on a yacht taking you to Isla Nublar, and it lets you off in what'd you call it, the hatchery or whatever. And one, it was sad because there was no Mr. DNA, and I just wanted him to go across the screen and say, and then Dino DNA. Didn't get that. They had some little interactive things and baby, quote unquote, dinosaur animatronics that the kids could pet, which, I mean, Kellen liked. And then they brought you into a room where it was from Jurassic World, where the raptors are caught with their jaws and I don't know, you call it
muzzles.
Yeah, the muzzles. Thank you. And then, but Blue was gone, and you went into the next room, and it was a dude trying to be Chris Pratt, talking to an animatronic Blue with a puppeteer in it. And I mean, it looked cool. It looked like the dinosaur. And then you go into the next room and it's Indominus Rex. And then you go into one more room and it's T-Rex, and you're done.
It's just standing there.
How much was
no, it moves. It's cool, but I mean, yeah, the T-Rex animatronic is huge. I mean, it's life size, so it's really impressive. But
did Kellen think they were real?
No, he's not that stupid, Brad. Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was better than, we went to this one a couple years ago. It was I forget the name of his Dino Experience or something, and it was better than that, but you realize you're paying a lot for the name Jurassic World. I mean, the animatronics were cool. I mean, the T-Rex was impressive, but I don't know if it was worth $60 for me and Kellen to go through it.
How long do you go through it?
So the whole thing took us 30 minutes.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess you could make it last longer. I forgot there's another part where you walk in right away and there's a brachiosaur and some other dinosaur. But they also kind of force you to move along because everything is timed, you know what I mean? So you have to have the performers, and then the T-Rex animatronic has to walk across the paddock. So yeah, I mean, I get it. There's only so much, but they only keep you sequestered for so long. So that was a bummer. So, after the T-Rex one, I was like, oh, now we're moving on right into the gift shop. But yeah, it was all right.
Keep vamping on it for a second. I'm doing an inflation calculator to prove a point here.
I feel like for $60 there should be at least something there that is not timed.
Yeah,
that you can spend up to an hour doing.
Exactly. I mean, I guess you could in the hatchery, but they have more people constantly coming in, so you feel like you're being pushed out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, and then the Raptor performance thing, there's a countdown for it, so you kind of have to go into I don't know.
I mean, if they had the Dino DNA, that could have been hey, let's just move all these people into this movie room. They can watch that while they're waiting or after they come out of the. That,
I mean, they had touch screens, but it would be, oh, this is the Triceratops, and this is what it is. It wasn't that interactive. I was hoping you could do, if you go into that, you could take the DNA and mix them and see what dinosaurs you could get, or I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hybrid your own dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So in 1939, gentlemen, the World's Fair was on. And for 75 cents an adult ticket, children 25 cents, which is $15 today. For 75 cents, you could go to the World's Fair, which had multiple exhibits pertaining anywhere from science to technology to the future, yada yada yada. And I looked on the ticket price for an adult, for 2 adults, and for this $94 VIP package, Jurassic World, for 30 minutes. I think Universal's trying to steal your money.
No, they're just following John Hammond's plan of, anyone will pay anything to see these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Spare no expense, but also I need to refill my cuppa.
I forgot there was this. There were these things where, for $15 more for your ticket, you could show up at any time during the day. And I go, that's stupid. And then there's like $30 you got. I don't remember what it was, and I go, nope.
No,
but Kellen liked
buy
it.
That for $1.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Well, now I know I can just walk in. I have to pay what you paid.
Yeah, you do. I mean, and it was cool seeing the new National Western Complex. I mean, it was really nice over there.
They have a new complex?
Yeah, I knew they were building a new one, but they're redoing the whole area. So where the new I-70 viaduct is and stuff. So they put in a new Denver Dumb Friends League Animal Hospital. The complex is brand new. It's pretty nice over there.
Interesting.
The Coliseum's still there?
Yeah, everything's still there. It's just basically they tore down the old complex where they would have, the Western Stock Show and stuff, and put in a new one.
Gotcha.
They still have the Rodeo Coliseum is still the old one, but all the buildings that you would also go to where they have the stock show and, the Western wares and things like that is all brand new.
Did they evict the remaining clowns in the complex from when Ringling Brothers shut down?
No, they're just buried underneath.
Oh, okay. Jesus. I didn't want to go for dead clown jokes, so I settled with eviction, like hobo clowns. You just decided, no, this is where it needs to go.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
This week on Real Nerds, we saw X. Brad, do you recommend X?
Yeah, it's all right. I didn't really watch anything. I mean, it didn't seem that like it felt like a horror movie that I've watched a bunch of times because it does homage a lot of different horror movies all at once. And then the one hook to it, the movie makes it seem it's really transgressive, but I don't find like ew old people like that much of like a hook to me. So yeah, it's interesting, but it's not like a big deal for me.
Zach, do you recommend X?
No, I recommend Z. That's the better letter at the end of the alphabet. But as far as the movie X, yeah, I do. I really liked it. Brad bringing up a good point with the most transgressive scene in the movie. I think Ty West just couldn't call the movie Naked Old People, so he had to call it X. But no, it's really good at what it's trying to do, which is kicking a throwback to the 70s and 80s slashers. I appreciate that he brings us some well-rounded characters that you care about. And there's something about the villain in Pearl that I find incredibly fascinating. And we'll get to it in the spoilers, but yeah, I would check it out. It's a fun time in the theater and it moves pretty quick. Considering Ty West likes to take his time, this one moves at a pretty quick clip, despite it being an hour and 10 minutes an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, you cannot go wrong with this.
Yeah, I had fun with it too. I will push back on Zach. I don't think it moves by at a clip at all. I think it's a very deliberate pace, and
considering that it takes its time, it doesn't feel like it's dragging on.
Which Ty West does in all his films, really. And yeah, no, it's fun. My wife wasn't a fan of it. I don't think because my wife likes horror films and nudity. It's pretty funny. That's what she likes in her horror films. So she thought it was mediocre, but she also thinks Rob Zombie's Halloween is one of her favorite horror movies. So, I mean, I don't know what her taste is. But yeah, no, it's an interesting film, and my wife's biggest pushback was that old people aren't scary; they're sweet, so she wasn't scared at all. And I don't think she understood the point of the film, but hey, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's the deaths are pretty hardcore, and there is this perversion to it that I wasn't expecting, besides the pornographic element in the film. Here's a trailer for X.
Farmer's daughter, take one. I need to be famous, Wayne. All the best people are.
Ain't nobody else out there like you. You know why?
Why?
Because you got that X Factor. Our days of struggling may soon be over.
Hollywood, here we come.
So this is it. Our own studio backlot.
You looking for a place to stay?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's one ugly son of a bitch. And my wife, Pearl, is next door, so I would appreciate a little discretion.
He don't know what we're doing, does he?
Well, it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Would you like to come inside?
Much obliged.
I want to be in the movie.
Well, you can't. The story can't just change midway through.
If Daddy catches us, there's no telling what he might do.
My wife is not well. It happens after dark.
Maxine? You don't want to leave, do you?
People's eyes are gonna pop out of their damn skulls when they see this. What? Are you all right?
No.
One of the boys found this inside.
What do you think is on it?
I see one goddamn fucked up horror picture.
So yeah, the trailer pretty much lays it out for you. These people are renting a home on this property that's owned by this old couple, and they're shooting their adult film there, and it's racy, guys.
The farmer's daughters, or the farmer's daughters.
Yes, and then the farmer's daughter and the boom mic chick.
Yes, yeah. Well, that assuming she had this film been released, she would have been the third farmer daughter. But no, obviously it's not. That's not to be. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't. I think the only thing that the trailer doesn't truly reveal is the sexual nature of Pearl, played by Mia Goth in makeup.
I actually thought the scene that was one of the most effective was when Brittany Snow was singing "Landslide," and the parallels between the young people and the elderly people, where Pearl just wants to be found attractive again, and her husband just won't.
Well, it seems that the impression that I got from how Howard, because his first, you at first think he's scorning her because he's old and he's using the excuse of his heart, but then you realize it's like an actual legitimate concern in his head, but he decides to say screw it and has sex with her on that bed later. And it's a very I'm surprised how vulnerable he allows the villains to be, because usually in a slasher film, these villains are not given that same vulnerability. I guess maybe Motel Hell has that. Like Motel Hell, Farmer Vincent's given some form of vulnerability to an extent, but the this one is raw, and Pearl is treated as like a full rounded character. Like she's not like the killing. There's never justified. There's never really a justified action per se, like to kill, but her repression in what her view of love is, combined with her own twisted nature, just kind of conglomerate into this like confluence of like just saying fuck it, I'm just like, if they won't satisfy me, I'm gonna kill them. Like I love how West is playing with like generational views on sex in it, which has been done before, but he does it pretty well.
Yeah, I always like his films because they have a great purpose and aesthetic to them. Whether it's the 80s of The House of the Devil or the 70s in this one, the camera and the lighting in this film is really soft.
Did he shoot this on film or did he shoot this digitally?
I don't know.
This felt like it was shot on film, which props to A24 or whoever was able to fund the movie if they did that, because it's all the better for the look of the film. But you're right. He's hitting that like late 70s, early 80s period where like some movies in the 70s are coming out in the 80s, like Friday the 13th Part 1. Which the way Wayne, the owner of the strip club, gets it reminded me straight up of a Jason kill. Or a Mama Voorhees kill in the first movie.
I mean, the first kill in it too, where she's stabbing him over and over in the neck and almost decapitating him.
Oh,
yep.
God. Oh, fuck. That the way he holds on that low angle of her just stabbing slow, like it almost felt like it was coming out of the 70s, but it also makes character sense because of how old she is that she would take that long to stab him. Like and that character is so weird. Like they give him like a weird vulnerability before he is made to feel as vulnerable as women are in a lot of horror slasher films of the 80s, where they'll be out naked naked or just after sex or in the middle of sex. He's like coming out of this having seen his girlfriend engage in a porno film, and the last shot we see of him before he encounters Pearl is him crying in the shower. Like it's very interesting how he allows us to sit with those characters before their death. Even Kid Cudi has like some Vietnam flashbacks going through the thicket of the forest in there. Like it's interesting how he handles this. And that final fucking scene where where everything is getting shot out, like it's like I loved watching like the shotguns like basically like flying people across the room. Like it was just like so like practical effects driven, like fun. Like it was just, it's a blast. Brad, what did you think of the film outside of the fact that you feel like you've seen these kind of films before? And
yeah, it was just kind of there for me. I thought the transitions were really creative. The reference to the 3 holes in the side of the barn, to that that old lore, that type of thing was great. But like all the kills, I felt were really predictable. Like that one, I was like, oh, he's going to get stabbed in the eye because he's going to look through it. When Bobby Lynn, goes to the pier at night, and it's set up earlier that there was a crocodile attack that didn't happen. I was like, oh, well, she's probably going to get it. Yeah, stuff like that was kind of not surprising. What else? Probably the most interesting part for me was that I didn't realize it was setting up a universe of this, kind of like in the vein of Fear Street. Because that trailer at after the credits,
for Pearl, yeah.
So,
which I found out they are releasing this year.
Yeah, because they filmed it back to back.
So I'm interested to see where that goes. And then also like the old person makeup, most of the movie I was kind of sitting there going like, it just looks like young people and old people makeup. And then the only surprise for me was that I didn't realize the whole time that Mia Goth was playing Pearl. I just thought it was like a different actor. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. No, I like that they put her in that role, because they get to because when they face off by the end, you're showing you're seeing sort of a duality between Maxine's view on sex versus Pearl's view on sex. Like the whole film's driven by that.
Her ability to play two separate characters, like I was convinced. I thought it was a completely different person, so props to her for doing that. And then the other disturbing thing was like there's that one guy strung up in the basement, and he'd like been raped by her many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like that's what the cops saw before, like when the movie starts. So I was like, oh, I thought there was gonna be something more gruesome down there. But
yeah, that was a little underwhelming. I didn't find it like a mark against it, but yeah, it was like I thought we were going to see some like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style like gruesomeness.
Yeah, because like Lorraine was down there, so it's like, oh, something bad's gonna happen to Lorraine down there. Obviously, that happens upstairs, and so yeah. But yeah, overall, it's a lot of like The Shining and Texas Chainsaw Massacre in one movie.
Yeah, and there's the only thing that I wasn't a huge fan of in the film, and it's like a small nitpick, is the reveal that Maxine's the daughter of that pastor that's on television. I kind of felt that was a little like, I don't think it was needed, but I guess it kind of helps with the through line for the whole idea of sexual repression. Yeah. But it just kind of felt like it's not, I didn't need it, but okay. Like, you can do that.
Yeah, no, it's like I had fun with it. It's a fun movie. And even though you might know how they get, I mean, it is pretty like gruesome when she gets pushed in and the alligator bites her. I mean, it's true. It bites her head first and then does a death roll, which is pretty awesome. I like the Psycho reference with the Volkswagen in the pond. And even though the dude got stabbed in the eyes, I did like the follow-up where she stabs him again while he's lying there. Just some of the brutality, I think, is pretty cool in the film. And then the old man dies when he gets scared and has a heart attack.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's X.
Yeah, wonderful fun time.
Hopefully A24 will, release it on Blu-ray where you don't have to order it directly from them in some fancy packaging with no bonus features.
Mm-hmm.
That packaging is really nice, though.
It is.
Like, I don't like lamb, but it's a nice package.
I know, but why can't I just have a standard Blu-ray? That's what I want to know. Fucking A24. Pretentious motherfuckers.
Well, this might be part of a trilogy, so maybe wait for the box set.
Shut up, or they won't give me that 3-disc deluxe edition of Tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the big Hollywood comeback. What ruled at the box office? I'm gonna say vengeance. The Batman is still number one at the box office.
Hell yeah.
And it continues to bring in lots of money. 36.7 in its third weekend.
And number one in the hearts of our followers because it totally crushed Spider-Man No Way Home in Corinne's movie Madness.
I know. Corinne says, just Brad telling his friends to vote for the Batman? And what really happened is, I don't know if you noticed, one of the first people to retweet and vote for the Batman is this account that just follows DC movie hashtags. So I said, no, it's just.
So when I reached out to Warner Brothers in DC, I think that was the two I needed to put it over.
Yep. Well, I mean, I did. I called all my friends, like, vote for Spider-Man. Do it now.
And apparently they let you down. I was
They
shocked.
did. My own Laura didn't even do it. She's like, yeah, I'll get to it. And she fucking fell asleep. My own wife, dude. My own wife.
I magically got up early enough that morning and tweeted out to DC and Warner Brothers, and because it was under when I woke up, so I was shocked that they actually came through. But even more shocking, I thought, was Batman Begins beating Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to Corinne and I's preview of it, I thought Spider-Man No Way Home was going to win it all because it's so beloved right now. But when you open it up to the people, you never know.
Yeah. Like I figured, but also I thought maybe the Batman could because it's so recent. But yes, Batman Begins over Spider-Man 2. I was just like, wow, I thought that had been settled a while ago. Like not a lot of people say Batman Begins is their, favorite Nolan, so.
No, I mean, I think I was telling Corinne, I think Spider-Man 2's probably the best superhero movie of all time, but
now we'll never know.
Yeah, kids these days.
Out of contention.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then Suicide Squad is rolled over Guardians of the Galaxy. So, yeah, these Marvel fans need to step it up.
I know it is interesting because that one too. Well, I mean, I love the Suicide Squad and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. You think that Guardians has a more, I don't know if rabid's the right word, but a more
beloved
fan base,
Yeah. Honestly, I thought Marvel was going to steamroll everything. Like, I didn't think it was going to win I thought it was going to win every category, and I'm shocked that it's fallen this far behind already.
It is interesting. I mean, the next test it'll be the Batman and Batman Begins. I think it's when the second round of brackets start.
Yeah, I'm frankly shocked. The one that shocked me the most, honestly, like in all honesty, was Spider-Man 2 being beaten by Batman Begins. Apart from that, I mean, like people are going to vote how they're going to vote. I voted for Batman over Spider-Man, but perhaps
you
that's
voted
because
for
it's
Batman over Spider-Man No Way Home.
I did, yes.
You son of a bitch.
It's
there
not.
you go.
I prefer the Batman over that film, but I am frankly kind of surprised I am surprised a little bit that it didn't win, but the Batman's fresher in people's minds. Perhaps that could be a reason.
But
I thought people
biggest...
love Spider-Man too, so
Yeah. It's all right. Spider-Man No Way Home's going to cross 800 million in the next couple days. I guess that's how it wins. The big surprise on the box office is Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. The movie made $14.8 million. And it's just another anime movie that doesn't play in as many theaters, but ends up making a lot of money.
Anime has a rabid fan base.
Yep, never underestimate their power.
You can't. Yeah, it's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because what was the one that was like Demon Slayer came out a couple months ago and it did pretty well too? Something like that.
Yeah, Demon Slayer the movie, yeah. And Dragon Ball did a huge bunch back in like 2015, something like that.
Yep. They know what's up. Anyway, here's the big news story for the week.
It's real news.
All right, gentlemen, we talked about vengeance earlier, and I think vengeance needs to come for Rachel Zegler, star of West Side Story, who hasn't been invited to the fucking Oscars. The fuck, guys? The holy
Oscar's gonna Oscar.
Yeah, I guess so. In her, a fan had apparently commented that they couldn't wait to see what she would wear on Oscar night. Zegler replied, "I'm not invited, so sweatpants and my boyfriend's flannel." And then she told via comicbook.com, Zegler added to this, "I have tried it all, but it doesn't seem to be happening. I will root for West Side Story from my couch and be proud of the work we so tirelessly did 3 years ago. I hope some last-minute miracle occurs and I can celebrate our film in person, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Thanks for all the shock and outrage. I'm disappointed too, but that's okay. So proud of our movie." So that's the classy way to act, as opposed to the Oscars, because like she's allowed to, she's good to be, taking the high road on this. I refuse to. Fuck the Oscars.
Don't you think that Steven Spielberg could pull some strings to get her in there?
I know, right?
He couldn't even pull strings to keep the categories in, bro.
Is Ansel Elgort going? Like,
I would hope not.
Why?
Yeah, that's messed up. Oscars just keep shooting themselves in the foot this year.
Yeah, what's more, if anybody saw that lineup, apparently Rachel Zegler can't get in, but Tony Hawk and Shaun White can. Not throwing shade against them, but like, why?
I mean, Ariana DeBose is actually nominated, and like, she can't get her in. Like,
No shit.
Yeah, it's a little fucking bizarre to see
messed
that.
up.
To see the Oscars. I think the Oscars are just in self-destruct mode at this point. They're just literally throwing a bunch of shit at the wall, and this time they're going to take the boomer road of not caving into social media pressure. And it's just like, dude, like most of the people that are responding to this stuff are probably the people who are still tuning into your show. So.
And they're not even televising some of the categories, so it's like they don't even need that many people there.
Yeah, again, like that's the thing. Like, if Spielberg can't even like make a convincing argument that says like, you know what, we should keep the categories in, then I don't think they're going to budge on the invite. So that's just freaking. I don't know. This show's kind of crazy, folks. But I will end on a slight light note. We're getting another Godzilla versus Kong, and it is now slated to be shooting this year. Director Adam Wingard told the outlets last year that he would absolutely love to continue with the franchise. So this new film will be it's going to be filmed in Queensland, so it's going to be giving New Zealand further work in addition to the film that we reviewed today, X. So I'm excited for another Godzilla versus Kong. It sounds like fun.
I'm always down.
Yeah, two monsters smashing the shit out of each other. It was among the best of that new kaiju series that Warner Brothers did. Like, it just showed the monster smashing. It got right down to business.
Yeah,
and that's the news, guys.
Going back to the Oscar story, if I was one of the like film editors or sound designers, I would milk my speech. Like, I was like, this isn't televised. I don't need to be, taken off stage anytime soon. So I'm going for 10 minutes, bitches.
Yep, exactly. Give
I like that idea.
Give them a historical lecture on the importance of their category and why it's necessary to this art form. Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Sound editing. Now you're going to hear me. I'm going to go on and on.
And then I guess the weirdest piece of news is that there's going to be a YouTube bio series from Netflix and Bad Robot. So my dad and I will watch it and nobody else. What?
I thought we were done with the news. This is the big news story. You're just adding stuff. Stop it.
I am. That's true. Trying to find something positive. I'm not doing a good job.
Doesn't have to be positive.
Hey, real nerds, are you fucking going to send us anything this week? I don't know. Let's find out.
Hey nerds, Corinne here for another installment of Showtime, where I recommend something I've been watching lately. This week I'm going to be talking about the first season of Ugly Betty, which I'd never seen before. I think maybe I'd seen clips when it was like on... Wasn't it on like the TV Guide channel at some point? I feel like I remember seeing it there. But, anyway, it's an American adaptation of a telenovela, Colombia, maybe? Can't remember the exact country. But anyway, so it's definitely really, really melodramatic. Basically a soap opera. The whole, secret love child and, all this, like, backstabbing and everybody's, like, sleeping with each other. And so, if you're into that kind of thing, Ugly Betty is definitely something. It's on Hulu. That's how I've been watching it. And it's, it was, like, 2006 to 2010. And I have to say, like, some of the aspects of the show have aged pretty well. Some of them have not, but, it's nice to have a show that, has a lead who is, more average looking. Like, I still think America Ferrera is a beautiful woman, and admittedly, like, the show doesn't, like, the hair and makeup doesn't do her any favors. Like, they put her in these ugly braces, and her hair is always kind of frumpy looking. That's the whole point of the show, right? It's called Ugly Betty, and she works, for this fashion magazine, so of course she's average looking when everyone else in the building is like 10s. So, it just makes for good comedy that way. There are a lot of really fun side characters, and like I said, it does get really, really melodramatic. I just watched the season 1 finale, and just kind of everything that happens, it's like, ooh, wow, like, y'all. I think the earlier episodes, they actually focused more on the fashion and the kind of goings on at this fashion magazine that most of them work at. Whereas the latter episodes, I think the cast is just so bloated by then, and everybody's got like their own sort of, drama that we don't have time to focus on the magazine. We have to focus on all this other bullshit, and yeah. Anyway, it's pretty fun. I'll probably watch season 2. I'm interested to see, like, how exactly are some of these things going to play out, but dang, the way that season 1 finale ended was really depressing. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Ugly Betty. It's on Hulu. So next time I will be doing a Catching the Classics. If you've listened to the 1982 film Splosion, you know exactly what film I will be watching for the Catching the Classics next time. So talk to you next week. Bye.
Hey film buddies, follow me around Denver.
This week at the Esquire, the now late night movies, not midnight movies, they're late nights starting at 10 p.m. is The Room on Friday, and then on Saturday they have the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So check that out at earlier time than usual. And then the following week they have Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So looking forward to that. And that's what's going on around town.
Those real nerds, they're so funny.
Yeah, they have the best stuff to say. Love
it. They really do.
Except for that Zach.
So many interesting topics and discussions. Yeah.
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 What do we see next week, Ryan?
The Lost City, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna shoot. I found something.
What'd you want to watch?
Let me see if I can hang on. Everything Everywhere All at Once comes out next week.
Yes.
Where's it playing at though?
It is limited, so you might
and
have trouble.
I looked at the Alamo and it's not there, and it's one of their Alamo recommends.
Maybe you'll get screen time or show times as the week progresses.
Oh, yeah, having a passcode on my phone now.
I mean, we can check and see if it's. Sometimes, AMC 24 will have it because there's so many screens. Nope. Maybe as it gets closer to the end of the week, it'll pop up somewhere.
Why don't we just review Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? just completely go back to the original early years of this show.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere.
MasterCon, the Valley of the Wind brunch. Anybody want to go to brunch?
Yeah, usually the Alamos get about even showing links for like, hey, this is coming out soon, so get your tickets now. Which means it can't be coming out. That's weird. Damn it. I was excited. Yeah, I guess the Lost City then.
I know. I want to see it because freaking Short Round's in it.
Yeah. It's not even like coming soon at the Landmark theaters.
Maybe that's an East Coast, West Coast release first.
Yeah, it must be, coastal.
So Lost City of D?
Weak.
Lame.
Oh, come on, guys. It could be fun.
It could be.
Or we could go watch Dog with Channing Tatum and a dog. Guys, he's a dude, but he's a dog.
If we do the Lost City, then Corinne can't be, you never will get romantic comedies. Why can't we watch romantic comedies?
Wow, it's like Corinne's really in the room.
That was spot on.
Thank you.
No, I was being facetious.
Way to be mean, Zach.
That's mean. No, I was being facetious. You guys took it seriously. I feel bad.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Sure. Why not?
Till next week. Bye.
Bye.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!